KOFE, your home for Lumberjack sports. Welcome to the countdown to tip-off. We want to thank our Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsors. If not for them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now live with your...
The KOFE in St. Mary's for a full day of Orofino Maniac basketball as they have Central Idaho League rival in town, St. Mary's Lumberjacks. And so far, it has been all St. Mary's. 4 total basketball games. Today we started off with the JV girls, and St. Mary's took that one by a good margin, and then it was a thriller in the second ball game. The Lady Maniacs and the Lumberjack girls, but St. Mary's took that one 74-61 in overtime all the way down to the wire. And then St. Mary's just defeated the Orofino JV boys 52-36. So it's all up to the Orofino Maniac boys to pick up a W and not get swept 4-0 on the day. But man, is that going to be tough as the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, undefeated at 11-0, they stand all alone at the top of the Central Idaho League. The Orofino Maniacs not looking too shabby either, though. They come in at 7-4. Coach Rocky Barlow has done impressive things here in his first year as Maniacs coach. On the other side, of course, one of the better teams in the state at the 2A level. The St. Mary's Lumberjacks are led by Coach Brian Chase, 11-0. As I mentioned, both teams getting warmed up. Layup line for the Maniacs in their home whites. The Lumberjacks, some shooting progression on the other side in their forest green and old gold uniforms. Also rocking some pretty sweet hooded warm-ups with their name and numbers on them. Definitely looking sharp out there as they get ready for tonight's nightcap. It is the Orofino Maniacs and the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. We're going to take our first pregame break, but to keep it right here, we have the rest of the pregame show, starting lineup, and tip-off all coming up in a couple of minutes on KLER Orofino and KOFE St. Mary's.
Your countdown to tip-off, here's Tim Parrish.
Life can throw you curveballs, but your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers 24/7 roadside assistance. This debit card fixes flats. Does your debit card do that? Open a P1FCU Prefer debit account in minutes at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU Prefer debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
If you're hungry, need gas, or want an ice-cold beverage, stop by 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's. But if you're looking for chicken food, dog food, or farm supplies, stop by XXX Feeds. That's right, 10th Street Super Stop has you covered if you're looking for a tasty, fast breakfast in the morning, a hot lunch at noon, or a tank of gas and an ice-cold drink from their large selection of beverages. Stop by and see Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's. If it's farm supplies and pet feed you need, go see XXX Feeds. That's 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's.
Brent's Electric is a family-owned and operated business right here in St. Mary's. With 36 years of electrical experience, Brent's Electric has been serving all of North Idaho since 1996. From new construction to renovation, Brent's Electric can help. Give them a call today at 208-245-5725. That's 208-245-5725. Brent's Electric in St. Mary's.
Welcome back once again. Time now for Riverside Physical Therapy, schedules and scores. If you're questioning the extent of an ache, pain, or injury, call or stop by Riverside Physical Therapy for a complimentary injury screen today. Actually have a pretty stacked lineup for basketball action in the region here today. It starts off with the Lewiston Bengals high school boys basketball. They travel to Sandpoint. The Moscow Bears are in Post Falls to face the Trojans. And the Clearwater Valley Rams are in Moscow to battle the Logos Knights. The Salmon River Savages on the road to face the Highland Huskies in Craigmont. Of course, here, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks and Orfino gearing up to do battle. And in high school girls basketball, the Troy Trojans are in Lapway to face the always tough Lapway Wildcats. The Lady Bengals of Lewiston are in Sandpoint. The Kamiah Cubs are on the road at Potlatch to face the Loggers. The Donnelly Vandals are in Grangeville for a duel with the Lady Bulldogs of Grangeville. The Clearwater Valley Rams will hit the road to Logos to face the Knights. The Salmon River Savages face the Highland Huskies in Craigmont. Genesee Bulldogs are in Cottonwood to face the Prairie Pirates. And we had St. Mary's and Orfino here earlier. High school wrestling. Moscow, Clearwater Valley, Orfino, Potlatch are all at the Clearwater Classic in Lewiston. And just earlier, we had a duel, an absolute thrilling battle between the Orfino Lady Maniacs and the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. St. Mary's took it in overtime at 74-61. In the Orfino Maniacs' last action, they fell to a league rival, the Grangeville Bulldogs, 61-45. And for the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, undefeated, unblemished so far this year, an 11-game winning streak. They rolled all over Priest River in their last action, 70-48. In Idaho Vandal men's basketball, they have a matchup on the road against Weber State on Thursday night. Unfortunately, we will not have coverage of that, as the Maniacs will have Deary in town, so we will be bringing you that contest instead. And that is Schedules and Scores, brought to you by our good friends at Riverside Physical Therapy. 8:13 left until we get things underway here from Orfino High School. Our pregame of Orfino and St. Mary's returns after this.
Hi there, it's Les.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to the Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet and auction, spirit building, senior nights, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Idaho. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
today, and they finished with the best of them all, the Lumberjack boys, 11-0 so far on the year. A tough test coming up here for the Maniac boys, but as we talked about as well, they're no slouch themselves. They can be pretty darn fantastic at times. Coach Rocky Barlow has done great things for the program. This just his first year. Extremely excited to see what he can make out of this Orofino Maniac boys program throughout the years. Maybe make it into a little bit of a dynasty. The Central Idaho League always so stacked with St. Mary's and Grangeville. It almost doesn't matter how well you play the whole rest of the year. You always know your toughest games are coming down at the end of the season when you face the Lumberjacks and the Bulldogs at the district tournaments in any sport, honestly. Basketball, baseball, and football. The league is always so stacked, and we have some fantastic athletes up and down the line. Many memorable athletes. Remember Chase Atkinson of Grangeville. He's now playing D1 baseball. Definitely excited for him. Some free shoot-around for the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. The same on the other side for the Orofino Maniacs as we get ready to get things underway in tonight's nightcap. The Orofino Maniacs at 7-4. And the St. Mary's Lumberjacks at 11-0. It's nice to see this place with a few more fans in here as the restrictions for spectators have been lifted a little bit. Able to allow 4 spectators per player, up to 13 players per team. Set it away for another pregame break. To keep it right here, we have starting lineups and the tip-offs coming up in a couple of minutes on KLER Orofino and KOFE St. Mary's.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimis, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
This is what most people's heart rate sounds like when they're getting their taxes done. And this is what a heart rate sounds like when you file at H&R Block. Because they have upfront transparent pricing, so you'll know the price before you begin. No need to sweat a thing. Oh, and that is the sound of my stomach demanding tacos. Upfront transparent pricing. Just another way it's better with Block.
Introducing the all-new 2021 Yamaha Wolverine R-Max 1000. The Wolverine R-Max 1000 delivers class-leading power and smooth performance thanks to its new powerful 999cc dual overhead cam 8-valve parallel twin engine, featuring legendary Yamaha durability. The all-new advanced and heavy-duty suspension is designed to provide maximum articulation in low-speed situations, a balanced ride feeling when trail riding, and maximize dampening during sport driving. Visit St. Mary's Saw and Cycle today to see for yourself the all-new Yamaha Wolverine R-Max and realize your adventure. Always protect the environment. Wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and product warning labels before operation.
On KLER Orofino as well as KOFE in St. Mary's. You can also tune in over on our YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM. An exciting new addition this year. Really expands the possibilities for those that would like to support their student athletes at Orofino High School. Very, very excited to have that addition here this year. We've had folks asking us for that opportunity for years to come, for years and years, finally able to give them that chance. So if anyone has relatives out of the area that would like to tune into the ball games, you can tune in over on our YouTube page. There's a link to it on our Facebook page, and also you can just search for it, KLR 1300 AM on YouTube. Both teams over to their respective benches as we get ready for the starting lineups. No national anthem as we had that earlier for the girls' game, so we should be able to head straight in to the starting lineups. We'll start things off with the visiting St. Mary's Lumberjacks. Oh no, looks as though we will have an anthem. We'll send it away. We're back after this. Coming live.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Idaho.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And you caught the tail end of the anthem from the Orfino High School band. Definitely glad to have them back in the building with the restrictions lessened a little bit on spectators. The first starter out for the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, Grayson Sands, a 5'10 sophomore guard. Following him, Coleman Ross at 6'2", he's a junior. Randy Bechtel, 6'4", senior post, big boy underneath, and he's 6'5", Tristan Gentry. Right behind him, a junior post, Eli Gibson, senior leader on this squad, rounds out the starting lineup. First out, he's going to have to get hot. Joe Sperano, a senior guard and leader on this squad. Slade Sneddon joins him in the starting lineup at junior. And a post, also Nick Drobish at sophomore forward. Reed Thomas, big boy, kind of a garbage man underneath. He does a little bit of everything. And Joel Scott rounds out the starting lineup. Joel Scott will jump for the Maniacs against Tristan Gentry for the Lumberjacks. Orfino at 7-4. Lumberjacks unblemished at 11-0. Tip is up, and we are underway. Goes the way of the Lumberjacks. Bechtel gets it over to the right side with Coleman Ross. Now back to Gentry on the right side. Gets it inside to Bechtel. Kick back out top to Coleman Ross. Driving, has a step. Nice adjustment. Finger roll lay-in is good for Coleman Ross. An early 2-0 lead. Full court soft pressure. Sperano has a near mid-court pass up the sideline. Is stolen away and saved inbounds to Eli Gibson. Nearly stolen back, but he's able to trap it down. And he's got a top left. Looking inside. Nothing there. Instead gets it to Sands on the left wing. Now up top with Coleman Ross. Swings it over to Gentry on the right. Up top, Bechtel. Back over to the right with Sands. Quick three from the right side. Off the front rim, no good. Pointing down the board, Coleman Ross. Kicks it out left side. Quick pass up top to Gibson. Gibson working against Scott. Well, up and over. Pro hop to the middle, and nothing but net good. First bucket for Eli Gibson for 2-0. Full court soft pressure. Thomas gets it across half to Slade Sneddon on the left side. Then back to Joe Sperano. Joe flings it back over to Slade. Pump fake. Got past his man. Nice dump down in the middle. Stripped away from Scott, though. Underneath goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Orfino. Drobish and Sperano on the elbows. Scott and Snedden on the blocks. Thomas will take it out. Looking inside, hits the bottom of the backboard, though. He's trying to get it to Slade Snedden underneath. And that is always something you want to watch out for when you're taking it out underneath. Bringing it up for St. Mary's will be Coleman Ross. Coming off the screen in the corner is Grayson Sands. Loses the handle of it. Scott pushing it the other way for Orfino. Bounce pass across. Stolen away by Ross. Able to get away to Gentry before he traveled, but then loose ball tracked down by Nick Trobish on the left wing from an errant outlet. Gets it to Joe Sperano. He'll set things up on the right wing with Slade Snedden. Ball screen coming. Pulls up off of it. Gets it out to Scott. Top of the key. Over to Sperano on the left wing now. Then comes off a ball screen in the middle. Takes a little contact to get some space. Puts it up. No good. Rebound tracked down by Drobish in the corner. Thomas pulls for three from the left side. Doesn't go. Sperano with the offensive board. Blocked away as he goes back up. Jump ball called. And the arrow is to the Maniacs. 4-0 Lumberjacks. 5:47 to go here in the first quarter. Thomas will take it out. Underneath for Orfino. Nice find underneath wide open Drobish as he gets Orfino on the board. 4-2. Ross will bring it up. Gets it top of the key to Bechtel. Back to Ross on the left wing looking inside. Gets it to Gentry. Gentry turns middle, puts the hook shot up. It rattles in and out, no good. Slade Snedden with the board for Orfino. He'll bring it up himself. A little hesitation move on the right wing. Nice bounce pass inside to Thomas. Takes contact, puts it up. No good from underneath Gibson. On the break for St. Mary's. We'll slow it up, step back. Tries to get it to Gentry. It was wide open underneath, tipped away, but right in the hands of Ross. Ross attacking, finds Gentry underneath. Nice pass as he steps in and scores. 6-2. The pressure broken in the middle. Nice pass to Drobish. Finds a cutting Thomas. One dribble takes it up, but a charge can be called as Gentry hits the floor hard. That'll go against Reed Thomas. His first team foul. 6-2. St. Mary's with the early lead. Ross will bring it up. They'll go low 1-4. Ross defended by Drobish. Stepping out, catching Sands. Sands dips it in underneath to Bechtel. Back out to Gibson in the left corner. And he'll pull the contested three off the side rim. Thomas with the board. Had it tipped out of his hands. Goes out of bounds. And Orfino will get it. It is into Sperano, working against soft pressure, 2-2-1 in the middle, broke into Snedden. Trailing Thomas, finds Sperano, quick trigger three, right side, hangs up on the front rim, no good, and the board is tipped into the hands of Gentry. Gentry attacking, Euro step, got up in the air, kicked it corner, and it was well off the mark as he was looking for Grayson Sands, goes out of bounds untouched. Orfino will get it. Brett Stansel will check in for his first action alongside Renner. Colby Renner, and the pass in the middle looking for Scott was tipped away and stolen. Coleman Ross will handle it. Finds Stansel on the right side, wide open for three. That doesn't fall. Drobish with the board. Gets it ahead to Sperano, attacking the rack. Bounce pass across, and Thomas couldn't handle it. It goes out of bounds. St. Mary's got a hand on it. Orfino will have it underneath. 6-2. Early 4-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Thomas will take it out, two on the elbow, two on the block. They screen up. Looking for somewhere to go. Has to go out deep. Skying up for it is Scott. Scott has it on the wing. Skips it over to Drobish on the left. Drobish picks up his dribble. Has to get it away to Thomas. Thomas top of the key. Sperano comes to get it. Got to set up the offense. Sperano driving left, pulls up just outside the elbow, elevates, and it's off the side rim, doesn't fall. Back the other way, Sands pushing, finds Ross on the right wing, gets a little room with a step back and knocks down the three. Coleman Ross extends it to 9-2. Able to break the pressure in the middle to Scott. Has it stolen from behind by Ross. Ross, his pass back is off the mark. A mistake in the backcourt there. Bechtel couldn't get there. And Orfino catches the break, and they'll get it back underneath their bucket. Thomas will take it out. They'll stack it up on the right block and split. Sperano catches corner. Gets it inside to Scott. Scott turns right, puts it up, blocked away. Ross gets it up the sideline to Stansel. Back to Ross, swings it over to Bechtel. Now in the corner with Sands. Up top, quick trigger three for Stansel. Off the front rim. The rebound kept alive by Renner. Couldn't finish underneath, but Bechtel gets it. Kick out three for Sands, and he's fouled, and he knocked it down. Wow. 12-2, and he'll head to the free throw line with a chance to tack another on. Foul goes against Joe Sperano. Sands, a 60% shooter from the free throw line. And he knocks the free throw down, 13-2. Orfino needs to get something going offensively. Drobish near midcourt, able to get across half. Kicks it out to Thomas. Back to Drobish in the corner. Drives baseline with a little shimmy. Goes up, blocked away by Bechtel. Or Gentry, sorry. Blocked away by Gentry. Out of bounds. Looks like Lumberjacks will go 2-3 zone for the baseline out of bounds. Thomas tries to get it in deep to Slate's net, and it's tipped and stolen away. That is Renner. Now up to the left side to Stansel, attacking the buckets, able to score past Slate's net, and then a 15-2 outburst. And a quick timeout taken by Coach Barlow as his team trails 15-2, a full timeout. Don't go away. Maniac action continues in a moment on KLER and KOFE.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware, the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Back in the rack and able to draw the foul. He'll head to the free throw line. Foul will go against Renner. His first team foul. And Drobish knocks down his first free throw. He's got all three of Orfino's points, 15-3 is our score. Second free throw. Hits about every part of the rim and then drops in good for Drobish. 2 for 2. 15-4 now. Ross will bring it up, gets it over on the right side with Gibson. Gibson comes off a screen from Renner, continues to the bucket after a hesitation, scoops it to Renner, stolen away, ripped away by Nick Drovish, playing big here early. Gets it to Joe Sperano, who will set up the offense, met by Gibson, top of the key. And bad post entry angle, Renner steps in front of it, sends it away, steals it away, gets it head to Gibson, attacking, and a carry called in transition. Gets it back to Orfino. That is a post-entry angle that no coach is going to support. Orfino lucky to get it back. It's in to Joe Sperano. Sperano splits two defenders, loses the handle, working against the press. Ross Stoley got it to Stansel. Gets over to Gibson. Hesitation, pulls up, free throw line, draw contact, and a foul call. Got to call it on the ground, though. Second foul against Sperano. Gibson will take it out, 2 on the elbows, 2 on the box for the Jacks. Silas Naranjo checks into the ball game for the first time. Gibson takes it out, tosses it up for Gentry, and he oops it up and in good. Doesn't get much easier than that. He's got 4 now, and Naranjo gets it across half in the middle to break the press. And he's trapped. Had it ripped away, able to track it down, gets it inside to Thomas. Nice dump to Scott. Gets his defender up in the air and draws the foul. Scott's headed to the free throw line. St. Mary's such a tough team to go against because they're so balanced. Can't just stop one guy. And they're deep. Scott's first free throw rattles in and out, doesn't fall. Maniac basketball brought to you by the Pizza Factory, Orfino Builders, and Kimberling Insurance. Scott's second free throw, bricks off the back rim, rebound, is tipped out of bounds, and Thomas couldn't chase it down in the corner in time. (17-4). Lumberjacks lead it. Minute left here in the first quarter. 2-3 zone for Orfino Naranjo. And Snedden out top. High post kick out now to Gibson. Ross swings it over to Stansel. Now short corner with Renner. Back out Stansel right wing. He'll pull the hand in his face. He gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. That'll be a jump ball. It's St. Mary's way. Gibson will take it out. St. Mary screens across, and Renner had great position. Nice little look pass there from Gibson. Easy finish up underneath, 19-14. Drobish gets it up the sideline to break the pressure. Snedden pull up 3 in transition, and it rattles off, doesn't fall. Gentry, long pass up the floor to Stansel, right on the mark. Easy finish, wow. Made it look easy, but that's a tough pass. Snedden gets it across to Drobish on the right wing. Drobish dribbles away from pressure, gets it to Snedden. Now up top with Drobish. 3 out, 2 in right now for Orfino against the 2-3 zone. Snedden calling for a ball screen. And Scott gets it, then hits the deck. Naranjo out top. Swings it over to the left with Drobish. Waves off screen, drives left, and had to tightrope the baseline for a second. Had it tipped out of bounds. He'll stay with Orfino. 3.1 seconds left in the first quarter. Thomas will take it out underneath. Gets it out top to Scott. Scott gets up in the air, and he double clutches it and knocks it down. He thought the foul was coming, or at least like a hand in his face, and it didn't. But he was able to make the adjustments and hit it at the buzzer, 21-7 at the end of 1. We'll take a quick break. Second quarter action coming up in a minute on KLER and KOFE.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Why should you get all of your prescriptions from your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy? Because over 100,000 patients per year experience serious complications from drug interactions. At Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's, your prescriptions are not only filled, but we double-check for such complications. You can trust our knowledgeable pharmacists for that extra personalized attention. You're not just a number to us. You are our neighbor. Bring all your prescriptions to Jack's, your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Mary starts in second with the ball up 21-7. Stansel catches on the right wing, now up top with Ross kicked over on the right side. That is Sean Elliott for three, rattles in and out. And the forward and the putback from Bechtel didn't go. Scott back the other way for the Maniacs, attacking the rack. Had it stripped out as he went to gather. Long pass ahead to Elliott, going up against Snedden. Goes into him, Snedden straight up. Doesn't finish the bucket. And a foul call as Snedden hits the ground. It'll go against St. Mary's. It'll be Elliott. His first third team. Naranjo will run the points. He's defended by Gibson. Takes it left side. Kicks it out to Scott. Scott has a little room. Pulls up free throw line. Jumper down and out. Nick Graham in the ball game now for Orfino. Eli Gibson will bring it up for St. Mary's. Up top to Ross at the volleyball line. Working against Snedden. Shovels it over to Gibson. Comes off a ball screen. Kicks it corner. Open three for Elliott. And he knocks it down. Nothing but net good for Sean Elliott. 24-7. Snedden wasting no time back the other way. Gets it inside Nick Graham. One dribble. Takes it up strong. Able to score over his defender. Nick Graham gets the scoring started for the Maniacs in the second quarter. 24-9. Lumberjacks lead it. Gibson over the left side. Now into the corner with Ross. 2-3 zone for Orfino. It is up top. Now over to the right with Gibson. Up top with Elliott. Swings it over to left. Quick pass inside to Bechtel. Turns around. Realizes he's wide open. Jumper from the elbow. Doesn't fall. Silas Naranjo gets it up to the left sideline to Slade Snedden. Back to Silas. Swings it over to wide open Joel Scott. Pulls for three. It's off the front rim. No good. Ross with a 1-on-3. Going to take it past Naranjo anyway with a side step and draws the foul. So Coleman Ross will shoot two. Foul goes against Slade Snedden. First free throw good from Ross. Westlaw Tire Center and Simmons Naval Enterprises are both backers of Maniac Athletics. Ross's second free throw is off the mark. Snedden skies up for the board. Zips it ahead to Scott. Scott attacking right side. Goes up, loses the handle. It flies out of bounds. St. Mary's will have it on the sideline. Coleman Ross will bring it up. Gets it to Elliott on the right wing. Elliott's pass up top to Gibson was stolen away by Snedden. And he'll be immediately fouled. Orfino will have it in front of St. Mary's bench. Scott will check out. Joe Sperano back in. Thomas gets it in to Sperano on the floor. Sperano, Snedden, Thomas, Naranjo, and Nick Graham. Naranjo comes off a ball screen, continues attacking, pulls up underneath, kicks it out corner to Thomas, who hits Nick Graham left wing. Sperano comes and gets it on the right side, drives right, cradles it, puts it up, draws a lot of contact. And Sperano's headed to the charity stripe. They exploded for 23 the other night, I believe, against Grangeville. He's the guy you really got to get going offensively. Sperano's first free throw drops in good. That's his first point. Family Eye Care Atkinson Distributing in Orfino Marketplace, proud of the Maniacs during the 2020-21 season. Second free throw, rattles around toilet bowls, and then drops in good. 25-11, 14-point edge for the Lumberjacks. 2-3 zone for Orfino, Naranjo, and Snedden out top. Sperano, Graham, and Thomas in the second level. Up top, Stansel swings it over to Ross, and an off-the-ball foul call here. Offensive against Bechtel. And mass subs here, Gentry, Renner, and Sands into the ball game. Bechtel, Ross will sit down. Drobish takes the inbound, runs into a trap near midcourt, and has it tipped away, but it'll stay with Orfino. They'll have it on the sideline. Gets it into Drobish. Drobish to Sperano. Sperano will run the point. And it bounced fast. Tried to thread it between defenders and was kicked. Scott will check in. Graham sits down. Back to the starting lineup for Orfino. Thomas. Long pass across to Drobish. Hesitation, drives, goes up, blocked away. Long pass ahead to Renner in transition. Renner using his body and not able to hit the finger roll lay-in. Snedden back the other way, up top to Sperano. And a little step back jumper, nice move for Sperano. As he gets the space and knocks that down, 25-13. Gibson driving baseline back the other way, and a foul call. Great little shimmy to a step back there on the other side from Joe for his first bucket. Good sign for Orfino. It's coming off a screen. Wide open is Sands from the corner. Can't knock it down. Sperano, long pass ahead to Scott on the right wing. Has it ripped away by Renner. Gets it to Gibson. Gibson will bring it up. Eyes down the floor. Stansel. Pass to Sands. Another try from the other corner. This one off the back rim. Drobish had the board in his hands. He's fouled. That is the 7th team foul. So Drobish will head to the free throw line. Cameron Mayo will check into the ball game for the first time for Orfino. Slade Snedden will sit down. That is the first foul on Grayson Sands. Drobish, his free throws down and out. Almost too perfect. Gibson has it up top, swings over right side to Sands, gets it inside. A little curl screen underneath, but Gentry couldn't finish. Got his own rebound. That doesn't go either. And Thomas has the board, nearly stripped away by Renner. Able to get it back, get it out to Sperano. He brings it up the floor, left side. Drobish for three. It's off the mark, doesn't go. Scott with the board, takes it up strong. He may have been fouled by two different Lumberjacks there. And this one's going to go on a Renner. I'll send Scott to the free throw line once again. Second foul against Renner. 8th team foul. Scott shooting two. Knocks his first free throw down. Cuts it to an 11-point ball game. Orfino Physical Therapy, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services. Both happy to back the efforts of OHS all year round. Bechtel back in the ball game for St. Mary's. Second free throw in and out, and the tip back didn't go from Thomas. Gibson will run the points. 2-3 zone for Orfino. Sands has it on the left wing now. Back up top to Gibson. 3 out, 2 in. A little high-low action for St. Mary's in the corner with Stansel. Now up top with Gibson. Now 4 out, 1 in. And Gibson going to pull the contested three from the top, and he knocks it down. Wow. That was a no-doubter. Sperano brings it up. Over the left side with Scott driving, pulls up, contested mid-range jumper, doesn't fall. 28-14, St. Mary's after that bucket. Gentry back the other way, hands it off to Gibson, and he'll pull the three off the handoff. That's well off the mark. And Scott long pass up the sideline to Sperano. Sperano driving baseline, has a step, fades inside, and able to knock it down. Joe Sperano, some big buckets here. In the second quarter, timeout taken, 28-16, 2:48 to go in the first half. It'll be a full timeout. Keep it right here. Maniac basketball continues in a minute on KLER and KOFE.
Everyone knows that the timber industry is a huge part of our community. Working in the timber industry requires big equipment. Big equipment requires a special mechanic or custom machined items to repair. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's is your very own full-service, large equipment diesel mechanic that not only has a full-size shop, but also has a service truck that can come straight to you when you break down in the woods. If you're in need of big truck or big equipment repair, stop by Jake's Machine and Repair at 106 Homer Drive in St. Mary's or call 208-596-8819. 208-596-8819. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Game, he'll bring it up against the 2-3 zone, met by Sperano up top. Gibson comes off the screen right side, pulls up outside the elbow, and it's off the mark. The follow doesn't go from Gentry either. Drobish pulls down the board. Sperano gets the outlet. As it's at the top, finds Cameron Mayo on the right side, comes off a ball screen, looking for Thomas on the roll, nothing there, instead gets it out to Scott. Swings it over to Drobish. Drobish probing the defense, defended by Gibson. Gets it over to the left side with Sperano. Now up top with Thomas. Thomas drives, kicks to Cameron Mayo. Comes off a ball screen, is bounced pass to Nick Drobish. Drobish wasn't looking for it, and it goes out of bounds. St. Mary's will get it back. Maniacs trail by 12. It's an extremely tall Lumberjack squad. I didn't realize it earlier, but there's only one player under 6 foot on this squad as Gibson gets it to Sands. Now out to Gibson up top with Coleman Ross. Comes off a ball screen from Gentry. Kicks it corner. Baseline runner Sands. Back to Ross. Ball moving outside. Gibson back to Ross. Daylight for 3. Lets it go. Doesn't fall. Thomas with the board. Long pass ahead to Scott. Scott working against Ross. Gets over to Drobish on the left wing. 3 out, 2 in for Orfino. Now Sperano. Ball screen there from Scott. Waves it off. Loses the handle. Has to save it inbounds. Didn't get there. That'll turn it over to St. Mary's. Minute 17 to go in the first half. 28-16. Coleman Ross will bring it up to 2-3 zone for Orfino. Scott and Sperano out top. Skip pass to the corner and Sands couldn't hang on. Looks like he looked to do something with it before he caught it. Full court pressure, just soft pressure from St. Mary's. Thomas in the backcourt. Skips it across to Drobish. He's across half on the wing, but trapped. Able to get it away to Sperano. Loose ball now on the ground as Ross dove in there. And Sperano's slow to get up. He's good, though. He helps up. Foul called, and Joe will be at the free throw line. We all know he's a tough kid. Slade Snedden over at the scorer's table to come in for Cameron Mayo. Only one coming up here for Joe. First free throw off the back rim. Doesn't fall. Gibson up the sideline to Ross. Ross on the right wing. Out to Gibson, down to 45 seconds left in the first half. Gibson defended by Snedden out to the volleyball line. Now Sands on the left wing. Gets it out top to Ross. Quick pass to Gibson. Back out top with Ross, just working around the outside. Wouldn't be surprised to see them hold for the final shot of the first half. Ross gets it to Sands. Very disciplined St. Mary's squad. 24 seconds. Out to Ross. Back to Gibson. And they will be holding. 15 seconds left. Probably start looking for a shot around 8 seconds. Down to 10. 9. Ross has it out top. Down to 6. Ross comes off a ball screen, gets it to Gibson. Daylight for 3. And it rattles off no good at the buzzer. 28-16 is our score as we head into the locker room at halftime. The Lumberjacks in control of this one by double digits at 12 points edge over the Orofino Maniacs. It has been 3-0 so far. St. Mary's has gotten all 3 games here of the quad series between the Maniacs and the Lumberjacks. It is up to the Maniacs to get a W here in the nightcap, the Maniac boys, but they do trail by 12. We'll take a quick break. Keep it right here. We have the halftime reports in a couple of minutes on KLER Orofino and St. Mary's, KOFE St. Mary's.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido. If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekends. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's.
With 6-4 from Tristan Gentry and Brett Stansel. Sean Elliott has chipped in a lone 3 ball. Eli Gibson with 5 and 2.
It's now easier than ever to meet up with your healthcare provider. Clearwater.
Cold weather is coming and 10th Street Lumber has what you need. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber will help you stay warm all winter long. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals and burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Street Lumber is a proud Kuma stove supplier. Kuma wood stoves are made right here in Idaho and are some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Located on 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Fire Chief Larry Nacarado wants to remind you that this time of the year, chimney fires are a common occurrence, but can be prevented. St. Mary's Fire Department wants to remind you that they loan out chimney brushes and rods for free. They do chimney inspections for free and will even come to your house and offer chimney fire prevention training for free. Don't neglect your chimney. Call St. Mary's Fire Department today at 245-5253. That's 245-5253. This public safety message from the St. Mary's Fire Department. Winter is here and it's time to get your animals ready for the winter weather. XXX Feeds in St. Mary's has what you need to keep all your critters comfortable in the cold temperatures. From trough heaters, straw, to insulated horse blankets, your animals large and small need extra attention just like you. So don't forget, while you're stacking your winter firewood, your furry family members need winterizing also. Also, don't forget the wild critters. XXX Feed has wild bird food, deer feed, and game blocks. See XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today, because winter ain't gonna wait.
Life can throw you curveballs, but your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers 24/7 roadside assistance. This debit card fixes flats. Does your debit card do that? Open a P1FCU Preferred debit account in minutes at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU Preferred debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
If you're hungry, need gas, or want an ice-cold beverage, stop by 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's. But if you're looking for chicken food, dog food, or farm supplies, stop by XXX Feeds. That's right, 10th Street Super Stop has you covered if you're looking for a tasty, fast breakfast in the morning, a hot lunch at noon, or a tank of gas and an ice-cold drink from their large selection of beverages. Stop by and see Kenny in the
time report. It is 2:13 left until the start of the third quarter. Maniacs taking advantage of every second that they have in the locker room to make those halftime adjustments, as they have a 12-point deficit to overcome against an undefeated St. Mary's Lumberjack squad. And we have talked about how tough this team is. They're so big all the way up and down the line. Every single player on their squad outside of one is above 6 foot, at least it is listed on their regular roster. From what I saw, it goes 5'10", 6'2", 6'4", 6'5", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3". That is massive, especially at the 2A level. And not only that, but they don't have one guy that you can pick to try and shut down and make the rest beat you, as they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that average 8+. They're just so balanced that they can just beat you from anywhere, and they're extremely disciplined, and they move the ball very, very well. I'm assuming that Coach Barlow is trying to put in some sort of full-court pressure look or half-court trap, 1-3-1 zone where they trap on the wing, something like that, to try and get to the ball handlers of the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. But that's going to be no easy task, as they are a very good ball handling squad. They have multiple guys that can handle the ball for the team, run that point at any given time, and not have a drop-off in the play of their offense. So it is, we'll see what Coach Barlow has up his sleeve, as there is the buzzer mark the end of the halftime period. Starting for the Maniacs in the second half, Joe Sperano, Reed Thomas, Nick Drobish, Slade Snedden, and Joel Scott. For St. Mary's, it is Ross, Gibson, Bechtel, Gentry, and Sam. Orfino will start off the third with the ball. Thomas will take it out, gets it in to Drobish. Drobish has it at the volleyball line. Picks up his dribble out deep, pass to the wing, nearly stolen away. Ross got in there, but couldn't keep control. Goes out of bounds. Orfino will have it on the sideline. Thomas takes it out. Gets it into Snedden. Snedden attacking, got by his defender. He was posting him up to get it in bounds and was able to catch it with great position and draws a foul underneath. Snedden headed to the free throw line. Slade knocked down his first free throw. Toilet bowled around, but dropped in good. Maniac basketball brought to you by the Pizza Factory, Orfino Builders Flying, Kimberling Insurance, an early sub. Stansel checks in. Bechtel sits down. Substitution 10 seconds in. Snedden knocks down the second free throw. His first 2 points. Now a 10-point ball game. Coleman Ross hands it off to Sands. A 2-3 extended zone here for Orfino. It's over to Stansel on the wing up top with Sands. It's fast inside. Stolen away. Tried to get to the high post. Snedden comes away with it. He'll bring it up himself. Tries to zip it inside to Thomas. Able to come away with it. Back out to Snedden on the right wing, working against Gibson. Now hands it off to Sperano. Sperano over the left with Snedden. He's got it on the wing, working against Gibson. Looks inside, nothing there. Skips it across to Drobish. Drobish driving, has Sands on his hip, goes up. It's tied up, and a jump ball called. Arrow is to the Lumberjacks. 7:10 to go in the third quarter. Ross taking signs from Coach Young. Gets it to high post. Gibson turns. Gets it to Sands. Now back to Gibson up top. Stansel on the left. Up top, Ross zips it inside to Gibson. Tries to go post to post. Gentry wasn't looking for it. And it goes out of bounds, and he rams right into the official, who is sent to the ground. Gives a smile and then says he didn't, rightfully so, he didn't see who it went out of bounds on, as he was dealing with getting taken out. Orfino will have the ball. It's into Drobish, working against pressure. Hands it off to Thomas in the backcourt. Now to Joe Sperano, across pass. Driving middle, tries to kick it corner, loses it, and he goes out of bounds, well off the mark. Bringing it up is Ross for St. Mary's. Over on the left with Stansel. Back over to the right side with Sands. Has a three in the ball game already. High post Gibson turns. One dribble. Puts up the jumper. Off the back rim. Nearly drops in good. But falls off Snedden. Has the rebound and will bring it up himself. It's a race to the bucket. Runs into Gentry. turns, kicks it out to Drobish in the corner, drives baseline, looks to go up, realizes he doesn't have the ball anymore, and runs back into Gentry, who takes the charge. So Nick Drobish picks up his first. Coleman Ross will run the points for the Jacks. 2-3 zones, Sperano and Snedden out top. Sands comes off a ball screen from Gibson. You can set a screen against zone. You're just screening an area. Kick out 3 in the corner for Stansel. Nothing but net good. 31-18, full court pressure. Snedden able to get it across pass to Drobish on the left wing. Out to Thomas, gives it across to Sperano. On the right, working against Gibson. 31-18, 13-point lead for the Jacks. Over on the left wing with Snedden in the corner. Step back 3 for Thomas. And he knocked it down. The big man with a big shot from outside. Reed Thomas cuts it to a 10-point game. Gibson at the free throw line kicks it out to Ross. Now Ross swings it over to Stansel on the left. Back to Ross up top. Stepping out top of the key, Stansel, and he'll think about it, then pull the trigger for 3. Can't get a second in a row. It's tipped out of bounds off the rebound. And Orfino will have it. Thomas will take it out against full court pressure, and it again hits the bottom of the backboard, but it was tipped first. Orfino gets it. It is Snedden, turns. A foot race, able to get it over the top to Sperano, crosses middle, loses his footing, able to somehow hang on and gets it away to Thomas. Now on the right side with Scott, driving up and over, puts it up, can't finish, gets his own board, no, Stansel rips it away. Sands ahead, and Sperano able to tip it out of bounds. Good speed there by Sperano, good transition defense. It'll be Lumberjack ball underneath their bucket. 2 on the elbows, 2 on the blocks if Stansel takes it out. Sands in the corner, wide open. No one even close as it rattles in and out. Rebound is kicked out of the hands of Thomas, out of bounds. It'll be Orfino ball. Full court's man-to-man pressure. It's into Drobish. They're looking to jump and run trap when the back is turned. Drobish able to get it up the sideline. Bounce pass, and it's stolen away by Coleman Ross, losing his footing, able to get it away to Stansel. Now up top, Gibson, bump fake, one dribble, pulls up, free throw line, and Sperano was there, but he fouled him. Good defense by Sperano to stick with him. That was a great move. And that'll be the third foul against Sperano. Got to be careful now. Looks like Moronho to check in for him. Gibson at the free throw line shooting 2. First free throw hangs up on the front rim, doesn't go for Eli Gibson. He's got 5 in the ball game. Schwab Tire Center and Simmons Natal Enterprises are backers of Maniac Athletics. Gibson's second free throw rattles around and drops in good. 32-21, Drobish working against pressure. He's trapped in the backcourt. Got to get it away. It's tipped and stolen by Gibson. Then gets it to Renner, who loses the handle into the hands of Slade Snedden. And he's fouled by Renner. Kind of an interesting sequence there. Gibson got it to Renner, who was scared of it being over and back, and so he kind of tried to loop it back. No over and back was called, though, but he, looped it back into the hands of Drobish. Thomas will take it out underneath. They get it out to Silas Naranjo out top. Gets it over to Snedden. Snedden on the left wing working against Ross. Gets it over to Reed Thomas. Contested 3 right side. Hangs up on the front rim. Can't get his second long ball. Coleman Ross pulls down the board. Gets it ahead to Gibson. Gibson tries to enter it into Gentry, and Scott jumps in front of it, but it stays right to Gibson. We'll pull it back out top left. 3 out, 2 in. High post. Gentry turns, attacks the bucket, puts up the one-hander, doesn't fall. Toronto back the other way will run the point for Orfino. Driving left, puts it up, blocked away by Sam. He slapped that one out pretty hard. They'll stack it up on the left block. Thomas gets it in. Quick trigger 3 off the inbounds for Scott off the side rim. Gentry gets the outlet ahead to Gibson. Now into the corner, right back to Gibson. Gibson across to Sands on the left side. Back to Gibson. Quick pass inside to Gentry. Now Ross. Ross has a step. Threads between defenders and kicks it off the glass for 2. Coleman Ross. 34-21. Now Lumberjacks after the bucket. Sneddon working against pressure. Gets it up to Scott. Scott has a step on Sands. Attacking the bucket. Adjustment in the air, and he's hit hard. Foul called. Scott will head to the charity strike. A chance to cut into this 13-point advantage. First free throw knocked down by Joel Scott. Orfino Physical Therapy, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services. Most happy to back the efforts of OHS all year round as Ross heads to the bench checking in for him. Here's Elliott. Scott's second free throw, same result. 2 for 2, that trip to the free throw line. Nick Graham will check in for him. Down to an 11-point ball game. Orfino's been able to hang within striking distance, but has not been able to get within 10 points. They've got 11 right now. 2-3 zone for Orfino. Sands comes off a ball screen. Gets it over to Stansel. Open for 3 deep on the right side. And it's off the mark. Thomas comes away with the board and is fouled. As he's trying to get away from the pressure in the backcourt. Foul goes against Gentry, his first, 4th team. Naranjo will run the points. Working against Sands, takes it to the right wing. Looking to get it in the post. There's nothing there. Takes it to the corner. He's trapped. Got to get away. Able to get it to Graham short corner. And Coach Barlow will call a timeout. Talk things over to his crew as they trail by 11. The 30-second timeout. Keep it right here. Maniac action continues in 30 seconds on KLER and KOFE.
If you're hungry, need gas, or want an ice-cold beverage, stop by 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's. But if you're looking for chicken food, dog food, or farm supplies, stop by Triple X Feeds. That's right, 10th Street Super Stop has you covered if you're looking for a tasty, fast breakfast in the morning, a hot lunch at noon, or a tank of gas and an ice-cold drink from their large selection of beverages. Stop by and see Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's. If it's farm supplies and pet feeds you need, go see Triple X Feeds. That's 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's.
Brought to you on KLER Orfino and KOFE St. Mary's. Following the timeout, 34-23. St. Mary's, Orfino with the ball. Reed Thomas gets it in underneath the slate. Sneddon pump fake, gets his man in the air, takes it up, draws a foul call. Sneddon could get it to single digits here if he's able to hit both. Foul goes against Elliott. First free throw off the back rim does not fall for Slade Sneddon. Maniac Basketball brought to you by the Pizza Factory, Orfino Builders Fly, and Kimberling Insurance. Second free throw, no doubter, nothing but net good. He's 3 for 4 from the charity strike. 10-point ball game, 34-24, 2:15 to go in the third. Coleman Ross will run the offense. 2-3 zone, gets it to Stansel up top left. Coming up screen in the corner. They don't give it to Elliott. Instead, high post Elliott working against Graham. Gets it now to the corner with Elliott. Pump fake, drives. Kick out Stansel with a hand in his face. Bangs up on the front rim. Sneddon controls it. Brings it up the sideline. Little in and out, and driving, step back, now has it at the elbow, gets it inside. Nice find to Graham, who puts it up with his left over his defender. Nick Graham has his second bucket of the ball game, and now it's just an 8-point game, 34-26. Closest Maniacs have been in minute 42 And a full timeout taken by St. Mary's. Don't go away. Maniac basketball continues in a moment on KLER and KOFE.
Brent's Electric is a family-owned and operated business right here in St. Mary's. With 36 years of electrical experience, Brent's Electric has been serving all of North Idaho since 1996. From new construction to renovation, Brent's Electric can help. Give them a call today at 208-245-5725. That's 208-245-5725. Brent's Electric in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
Should be St. Mary's ball. Although Thomas is trying to take it out. And it'll be Coleman Ross bringing it up. Got to try what you can. Gibson on the left wing up top, Ross. Working against the 2-3 zone. Stansel in the corner. Up top, gets to the high post. Gentry goes post to post, ducking in from the short corner. And Bechtel couldn't hang on. Goes through. His hands out of bounds. Sorfino has it. Plays net in the middle of Drobish against pressure. Able to shake his defender. Gets it across pass. Picks up the dribble at the volleyball line. Though gets Naranjo in the corner. Bad spot for him. Got to get it out. Gets it to Drobish in the corner. He's trapped. And Coach Barlow is forced to take a timeout to save that possession for his crew. He knows how important every possession is. That should be a 30-second timeout. His team trailing 34-26. So stick around. We're back in half a minute on KLER and KOFE.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to the Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet and auction, spirit building, senior nights, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
They have it in the corner. They'll stack it up in the corner. Thomas looking for somewhere to go, gets it to the baseline with Drobish, takes the middle of the key, then pulls it out to the corner. Gets it out to Silas Naranjo. Naranjo will bring it up top to set up the offense. Now to Snedden on the right wing. Nick Graham sets the ball screen, hits him on the roll. It's too high. Stansel steals it away. Gibson has his right wing. Gets it to the corner with Gentry. Drives, pulls up, puts it up from the block, rattles around, and drops in good. Gentry puts it back to 10. Working against pressure, Thomas breaks it across pass to Naranjo, dribbles it off his foot. Gentry goes down on the ground after it, able to get it away to Gibson, and Coach Young will take a timeout. His team up 10, 36-26, 35.4 left in the third, and it is a 30-second timeout. We're back in half a minute on KLER and KOFE.
Hi there.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Coleman Ross will run the point, gets it to Stansel on the left wing up top, swings it over to Gibson. Looking inside, nothing there. And Gibson loses the handle. Good defense by Snedden. Goes down on the ground after it. Drobish takes the outlet. Now back up to Snedden across half left side. Runs into Gibson on the left wing. Tries to get it inside to Graham. It was a good look as he had that inside position. If he had been able to hang on, it would have been an easy bucket, but gets by him, goes out of bounds. And St. Mary's gets it back with 12.7 left in the third. They'll let it roll. Sands picks it up. 10 seconds left. Left side with Ross on the wing. Up top, 8 seconds. Gibson at the volleyball line is fouled by Snedden, trying to get in the passing lane. When you trail by 10 points, you got to take chances like that. He would have had an easy bucket if he'd gotten it. Instead, St. Mary's has it on the sideline with 6 seconds left. Into backdoor pass in the corner is too far for Gentry. He was diving baseline, and backdoor thought he was popping corner. Orfino gets it into Scott, three-quarter court with 2 seconds left, and he puts it up, blocked away. Kopich is able to heave it up at the buzzer as he grabbed it out of the air, and that's well short. After three, it's a 10-point edge for St. Mary's, 36-26. We will take a break, but keep it right here. Maniac action continues in the fourth quarter in a minute on KLER and KOFE.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Idaho. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimis, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
He has it at the volleyball line, picks up his dribble out deep, got to get it away. And it's tipped out of his hands. He's able to corral it in somehow. Drobich still has the ball and has it at the left corner of the volleyball line with his dribble back. Gets it to Scott, who steps out on the right side. Drives middle against Gibson, pulls up free throw line, fade away, jumper, no good. Gentry pulls down the board, gets it to Ross, pass ahead to Gibson on the left wing, now back to Ross up top. 2-3 zone for Orfino. They've been in most of the ball game. Ross on the wing, up top Gibson. Comes off a ball screen, has a little bit of space, and continues to the bucket, and he slammed down to the ground. And we'll head to the free throw line. A little slow to get up, but seems to be okay. Foul goes against Snedden. His free throw rattles in and out, no good. Sorry, that was against Drobish, his second. Maniac basketball brought to you by the Pizza Factory, Orfino Builders, and Kimberling Insurance. Second free throw misses as well for Gibson. Getting the board was Joel Scott. Ferrano controls it. Back the other way. Snedden has it on the wing. Gets it to Thomas in the corner. Enters it into Scott on the block. Kick out to Thomas. Pump fake. One dribble. Pulls up 15-footer. It's a little short. Gentry in transition. Attacking the rack. Between two defenders. Got up in the air. Couldn't finish on the adjustment. Ferrano swings it over. Snedden, a deep three with a hand in his face. Doesn't fall. Rebound way up high. Ross comes down with it. Back the other way. Kicks it corner. Bechtel pump fake. Got his man in the air. Step back three. Doesn't fall. Snedden headed the other way with his foul. Foul's going to go against Sands. 36-26. Still no score here in the fourth. Lumberjacks lead it. Orfino has it in front of their bench. Passes into Drobish. Nobody picks up Drobish. He's got it left side. Driving, crosses left, loses the handle. Is tipped out by Bechtel. Renner to check into the ball game for St. Mary's. As Orfino will stack it up on the left block. For the baseline out of bounds. Thomas takes it out, gets it in Sperano in the corner. Pulls it up, wing, jump. The three from the wing doesn't go. Snedden with the board. Draws the contact, puts it up, banks it in good. And he's headed to the free throw line. What a smart play there from Slade Snedden. Down to an 8-point ball game pending the free throw foul. Goes against Ross this second. Snedden's free throw, nothing but net good. He's now got 8 in the ball game. It's 36-29. Closest the Maniacs have been all ball game. Now on the left side with Sands. Defended by Naran. Oh, up top with Stansel. Swings it over to Ross. Ross looking inside, nothing doing. Skips it across the corner. Daylight for Sands. Pulls the trigger. Off the back rim. Rebound. Long rebound tracked down by Snedden. He has it on the left wing. Pulls up. Kicks it across to Narano. Pulls for a three. Partially blocked. Renner comes down with the rebound. Ross gets it ahead to Sands. Sands driving baseline. Attacks the rack. Nice adjustment in the air. And he's able to kiss it off the glass for two. Back to a 9-point game, 38-29. Snedden. Step back three right side in transition. Hard off the backboard, doesn't fall. Sands weaving through traffic. Gets it to Renner. Pump fake, got his man in the air. Leans into Thomas. Put it up, didn't go. Then Thomas blocks away the follow. Passes out to Sperano. Has it across half. And his pass ahead kind of got away from him. It's stolen away by Sands. Sands attacking with Narano on his hip. Fadeaway jumper. Rattles off Renner right there for the rebound and follow. Back to an 11-point game. And the inbounds was stolen. But it is waved off. And Sands will check out of the ball game as Gibson comes back in. Orfino will have it. Sperano comes off a ball screen from Narano. Takes it to the right wing, gets it to Scott. Scott pump fake, got his man in the air. Short corner jumper, and he'll draw the foul, head to the free throw line. Scott could bring it back to single digits. Orfino constantly within striking distance, but has not been able to get closer than 7. It's now at 11. Scott's first free throw, he calmly knocks it down. It's a 10-point ball game. Family Eye Care, Atkinson Distributing, and Orfino Marketplace are proud of the Maniacs during the 2020-21 season. Gentry into the ball game. Bechtel sits down. Scott's second free throw nestles in good. Now a 9-point game. 40-31, 4:35 to go in the ball game. Gibson gets over to Stansel. Up top, Gibson inside. Gentry turns, kicks it corner, and tips it inside to Renner, and he can't handle it. Outlet pass ahead to Naranjo. It's a trailing Sperano. Hands it off to Naranjo. Takes it around to the right wing. Comes off a ball screen, kicks it out to Scott. And it's stripped away. Gibson 2-on-1 will take it by Sperano in transition, who was worried about a foul, so he couldn't really do much. Easy finish there for Gibson. It was a smart play, though, by Sperano. 42-31. Holds up top of the key. Thought about three, didn't take it. Instead got to Snedden. Snedden kicks it across to Naranjo. Now up top with Sperano. Over on the left side with Snedden. Into the corner, Sperano. One dribble. Got a little space. Pull up from three. Didn't go. Was well short. Gibson, long pass ahead across the way to Stansel. Stansel attacking the bucket and had it walked away, I believe, or either that or he just lost the handle. Out of bounds, and a timeout will be taken. Full timeout, 42-31. St. Mary's in the lead. Keep it right here. More Maniac action in a moment on KLER and KOFE.
This is what most people's heart rate sounds like when they're getting their taxes done. And this is what a heart rate sounds like when you file at H&R Block. Because they have upfront transparent pricing, so you'll know the price before you begin. No need to sweat a thing. Oh, and that is the sound of my stomach demanding tacos. Upfront transparent pricing. Just another way it's better with Block.
Introducing the all-new 2021 Yamaha Wolverine R-Max 1000. The Wolverine R-Max 1000 delivers class-leading power and smooth performance thanks to its new powerful 999cc dual overhead cam 8-valve parallel twin engine, featuring legendary Yamaha durability. The all-new advanced and heavy-duty suspension is designed to provide maximum articulation in low-speed situations, a balanced ride feeling when trail riding, and maximize dampening during sport driving. Visit St. Mary's Saw and Cycle today to see for yourself the all-new Yamaha Wolverine R-Max and realize your adventure. Always protect the environment. Wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and product warning labels before operation.
Orfino will get it back. Inbound goes to Sperano. He'll run the point against a 2-3 zone. Gets to Snedden, who nearly had it stolen away. Tight ropes the sideline, pass to Thomas, and he's hit out of bounds. That's going to mean free throws for Thomas, or at least a 1-1. Fouls against Renner, his fourth. He'll check out of the ball game. Gibson in for him. Or Sands in for him. Gibson heads down low. Run into the 1-and-1 for Thomas. He calmly knocks it down. Got it back to a 10-point ball game, 42-32. Thomas, second free throw on the way, doesn't fall. Rebound tipped out deep by Scott, but tracked down on the sideline by Ross. Ross will bring it up and take their time with a 10-point lead down to 3 minutes left. The clock is on the side of the Lumberjacks coming off the ball screen. Sands, hesitation continues. Nice find on the baseline. Duck in for Gentry, and it's nice finish. 44-32. Back the other way. In a hurry is Snedden. It's a back-cutting Thomas underneath and tried to turn and hit Scott cutting, but off the mark. Ross shovels it to Sands, ducks in by Thomas. Couldn't finish the follow from Gibson goes, though. And that will put it to a 14-point game, 42-36. Timeout taken, 2:26 to go. It'll be a 30-second timeout. More Maniac action in half a minute on KLER and KOFE.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
6-32. Lumberjacks lead at 2:26 to go in the ball game. Maniacs have to get something going in a hurry. Lumberjacks back off the full court pressure. Sperano will bring it up. He's got it at the volleyball line. Comes off the ball screen left side. Crosses back to his right. Hands it off to Snedden. Snedden hesitation. Drives up and over all the way to the bucket. Finger roll lay in good for Slade Snedden. He's got 5 in the quarter. Gibson to the corner. Wide open is Ross. Attacks the bucket. Floater off the glass for 2 from the baseline. Back to 48-34. Under 2 to go. Snedden bounce pass to Thomas. Top of the key. Thinks about pulling the trigger. Hangs on. Sperano on the right wing. Gets it to Snedden. Snedden Pump fake, trying to get it inside. Does to Thomas, and he's able to flip through two defenders and bank it in for two. Reed Thomas cuts it back to a 12-point game. Gibson in the corner finds Ross at the free throw line. No look pass underneath the Gentry, but foul call. Foul goes against Thomas. His second. 15 foul. Gibson will take it out underneath. Lumberjacks, 2 at the elbows, 2 at the blocks. Gibson looking for somewhere to go from underneath. Gets it out top with Ross. Over on the left side with Sands, and Orfino has to foul. Start playing the free throw game. With just a minute 21 left. They need another foul to get into the bonus. As that was just a 16 foul, 4th on Joe. Looks like Coach Barlow will go offense for defense with him. He gets Naranjo in the ball game. It is in to Ross, and Naranjo needs to foul him and realizes and does that. So Ross will head to the free throw line, shooting 1-1. Ross, a 60% free throw shooter. Running into the 1-1 on the way. He knocks it down. 49-36. Schedules and scores in our pregame show are brought to you by Riverside Physical Therapy. Second free throw, good as well. 14-point game, minute 15 left. Long pass ahead to Drobish, attacking the bucket in the middle, and it goes. Nice bucket there for Nick Drobish to cut it back to 12. And Ross gets it ahead to Stansel, but couldn't hang on and tried to save it in balance with Sands, but he didn't get there. And it goes out of bounds. Orfino forcing the turnover. That's a big one there. Into Sperano. Got to push the tempo. Gets it to Slade Snedden. Got to pull a deep three or something. Tries to get it into Scott and couldn't handle the pass. Gentry comes over with the steal. They got to foul him. .4 seconds left. 12-point lead for the Lumberjacks. And looks like Coach Barlow is going to put some of his youngsters in. As the starters for Orfino all come out. Nick Graham, Joel Snedden, Cameron Mayle, Stephen Bradbury, and Aiden Boyd all into the ball game. The free throw doesn't go for Gentry, and Joel Snedden pulls down the board. Now 46 seconds left. Gets it ahead to Nick Graham across pass. Graham gets it to Bradbury. Bradbury attacking, runs into his defender, able to get a little space and put it up. But it was well short. Down to 30 seconds left across half. Ross. And now St. Mary's can just hold it. Gentry near midcourt. Gets it over to Gibson. Brings it over to Ross. Back out to Sands. Now Gentry. Down to 15 seconds left. Ross will hold it. Gets it to Gentry. Gentry can just hold it now at midcourt. His teammate telling him to dribble it real quick so the 5-second call doesn't come. He takes it off to Cameron Mayle, but there's a 5-second call doesn't come. And that is the buzzer that marks the end of the ball game as the Lumberjacks with a 4-0 sweep over the Maniacs here in the quad game today, finishing with a 50-38 victory by the Lumberjacks. The boys, as they remain undefeated at 12-0, and the Maniacs fall to 7-5. We'll take our first post-game break, but keep it right here. We have individual statistics and Pizza Factory Player of the Game announcement still to come on the post-game show, brought to you by KLDR Orfino and KOFE Center.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Idaho.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware, the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Show here on the KLER Orofino and KOFE St. Mary's. Our final score of tonight's nightcap: the St. Mary's Lumberjacks 50, the Orofino Maniacs 38. Orofino hanging around the entire ball game, but just could not close that gap. The St. Mary's attack a little bit too much on this night as the Jacks get the W and improve to 12-0. Take a look at the individual statistics first for the team that got the dub, the Lumberjacks. 6 points out of Grayson Sands. Adding in 8 was Tristan Gentry, 7 from Brett Stansel, lone 3-ball from Sean Elliott, 4 from Colby Renner, and a couple of 10, Eli Gibson and Coleman Ross. 450 total points on the other side, 38 for the Maniacs, 8 from Slade Sneddon, 6 apiece for Sperano and Drobish and Thomas, and 8 for Joel Scott, 4 from Nick Graham, 438 total points. We'll take another post-game break, but Pizza Factory Player of the Game winner announced after this break.
Waking mornings.
Right.